Come here, camera. Camera. Hello. Let's go over here. What the heck? Camera. Come this way. Camera. Dear camera. Normal tracking. Come this way. Come on. Over here. Let's do hand. There we go. We got it. We're back. Normal tracking's back. Cool. Sorry, I was cutting down trees. That's why I got stuff all over me. Put a hat on real quick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just jumping in after my premiere. See if anybody wants to chat for a minute or has any questions. Do. Hey guys, what's up? I'm just gonna hop in here, and if you have any questions or anything, excuse my shirt. I was cutting down a tree earlier, and I have stuff all over me. But yeah, I think that everything in that video is pretty nuts. Yeah, I guess Eric is going to be leaving. He can no longer be our governor. With that being said, we need to figure out which governor we're going to vote for. I've looked into a lot of them. Most of them come from, let me turn this light on. This might help a little bit. Boop. There we go. Most of them come from big money, probably, or very similar. There was some lady named Jamie. Hey, how are you, Sophia? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. And David, thank you, as always, man, for being here. There was a lady named Jamie that was running for governor, and she was legit. She was like a cool homeschool mom. I also heard, I don't know if this is true. I guess I'll look it up right now. Trump said that he's going to be giving $10,000 tax cuts to families who homeschool. Let's look at it. Trump homeschool tax break. That would be absolutely awesome. Yep. Here it is. Agenda 47, homeschool, a pledge to homeschool families. Trump pledged to allow homeschool parents to use a 529 education savings account to spend up to $10,000 a year per child completely tax-free on costs associated with homeschool education. Now, if that is not badass, I do not know what is, because we homeschool, and we're actually building a classroom inside of our house. That would be tax-free. I would get a tax break on that. Sophia Cromwell, evening. How are you tonight? Oh. Yeah, so that would be insane. But yeah, this new guy's leaving, or the old guy, Eric Holcomb, he's out or what. So I'm going to look into the other candidates. I'll make a in-depth video about what each of them believe, anything I can find on the internet. Lord only knows how much is true, especially when it comes to politics, or politicians, I should say. So we'll see. We'll see. But I wish Jamie would have gotten in there. She lost in the primary, which was a big bummer. Big bummer, but you'll have that. Excuse me. We got to get people here to chat. They'll come. They'll come or they won't. My channel's still small. I hope it grows. It's been growing about like 100 subscribers a day for like the past 4 days, which is insane to me. Absolutely insane. And I'm also going to be working on making better edits and making more in-depth videos. I noticed the one that like really went viral. I just had a lot more information. So I think people really enjoy the more informative videos, and I think the topic was just something that people really enjoyed. So it's all trial and error. I just kind of come up here and make videos about things that, McCormick is not good. Yeah, I have, and McCormick she's a blonde lady, right? Let me check. Who's running for governor? Governor in Indiana. Let's see. Who's running? I don't want to spend $1. No, thank you. Susan Crouch. That's who I was thinking. Crouch seems like she's no bueno. Let's see. Jasper. Mike Braun. Don't know anything about him. He used to be a U.S. Senator. Eric Doden. Eric Doden just looks like old money. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having money. be real. But most of them, Curtis Hill, former Eternal, everything that he, was prosecuting and what he got into. So that's a good one. Brad Chambers from Indianapolis, former Commerce Secretary and former president of Indiana Economic Development Corporation. We do not want him. I can almost guarantee that. Anything has to do with the INDC, don't want that around. Those people are pretty much one of the Braun backs. Mr. Trump, really? I'll look into Braun. Cormick. Jennifer McCormick. Oh, she's a Democrat. She's not going to win. She won't win. I mean, it's very unlikely she wins. Let's just say that. LGBT. She's centered around LGBTQ issues. All right, cool. Great. Fun, fantastic. I personally could not care less about LGBTQ. If you're gay and you want to be gay, be gay. That's cool. Do your thing. If that's what you're into, do it in your house. But we don't need it in our schools. We don't need it there. If we can't have the Bible in the school, you can't have your Bible in the school. That's how I feel about it. No, we don't want Braun. I can already tell. Just by wait, hold on. It's Braun versus McCormick. Where is she from? McCormick. Let's find. I think Indiana. She's from Newcastle. Former superintendent of public instruction. Yeah, we definitely don't want her. You think Braun is the only other one that has an opportunity to win? U.S. Senator for Indiana. We can check his record, his public record. That's always good. I don't recall Bill. It's not always bad to vote with Democrats. I'd say 99.99999% of the time it's bad to vote with Democrats. But it's okay to step across the aisle every once in a while if they're being sensible. Just to be open and fair, I'm an MBA, and I've always worked in corporate America, but I'm not a fan of people who sell out to lobbyists. Lobbyists should be gone. That should be illegal. That is the stupidest. Like, if you want fair politics, you don't let money in it. What are you doing? Like, they didn't want fair politics. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let money into it. They wanted money. That's what it's all about. Yeah, no. They need to get the lobbying needs to be shut down as soon as possible. It never will unless Trump, gets in and changes America. I feel like we're at a some sort of crossroads in America where it's going to go either really far right or really far left. Yes, politics it's nasty game. I was thinking about running as a state rep, and my wife was like, "Will you not?" Will you not for now? Well, we got too much else going on. I own a small business and I'm always busy. And she was like, look, yeah, Seymour. It's insane. What happened was I was trying to get a city ordinance created for the city I live in. And I was wanting the city ordinance to say that if people started dropping busloads of people off here, that we would, repo the bus and find the bus company just as like a defensive strategy. They're not getting shipped here right now, and the attorney of the city was not feeling it, which is never good. But long story short, somebody ended up telling me about Seymour. Somebody in the community was like, check out Seymour. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? I've never even heard of this place. And you guys are getting just slammed. I'm going to be coming to Seymour next week someday. I'm not exactly sure which day yet. I'm going to walk around, talk to some people. I'm going to try to go speak with the chief of police. He spoke to me before, and he said he may be willing to meet with me. So I'm just going to get over there and try to talk with everybody. He was telling me that they can't do anything about it because ICE won't come pick anybody up, and they won't deport them. So what do you do with that? I'm working for us to swing back to the right. We need to swing back. I do think culturally, the left is. I think we're moving much further to the right as far as most things go. I've seen a lot more people just openly being okay with saying things that 2 years ago would get you canceled, which is always good. That's always good. And then, like with Daily Wire creating the need to talk to the sheriff. Yes, I'm going to go talk. Oh, the sheriff. Yeah. All right. I'll see if I can get a meeting with the sheriff. I know Jim Lucas is supposed to be calling me in a couple of days, and we're supposed to have a chat. somebody I was speaking to over in Seymour knows Jim really well, and he's going to be giving me a call, and I'm going to see if I can help him in any way. I'm assuming some of you live in Seymour, right? Or all of you? I don't know. I heard that the video I made was getting played in the city hall. My hair looks ridiculous right now. Whatever, who cares? Which is pretty cool. I didn't mean for that to happen, but that did. And somebody was like, "Yeah, your videos are getting played over in the city hall at the city hall meetings." I'm like, "Oh, all right." So I'm reckoning I'm going to have some people that like me and don't like me over there. But I would really like to go talk to some of the. Is he a good sheriff? Is he legit? What's his name? I mean, I could look it up, but if you could just tell me, that'd be great. I'll look it up. Sheriff of Seymour, Indiana. Let's find his name. Oh yeah, you said you're not from Seymour. You're nearby. Or no, you're not even nearby. You're just Warren County, I think you said. Oh, that's Wayne. Oh, Henry County. I'm looking for him. Here he is. Chief of Police is John Watson. Assistant Chief. Oh, that's John Watson. And Greg O'Brien is the police chief. I'll find him. I'll just go stop by the sheriff's office. I'm excited to come out there and see what the town's really about. Where would you recommend getting lunch if I was going to get lunch out there? What's a good place? Somebody told me there's like a really nice local pizza place. It would be Brownstown for Jackson County. Good to know. Oh, has McCormick been ruining your city? This is not dandruff, by the way. I cut down a tree today. We're putting up a tire swing, and I saw down a tree, and now, or a bunch of branches, I should say. Can't get that stuff off of me. Whatever. Yeah, McCormick, everything I was reading just now, let's read this together. This is on the IndyStar.com. McCormick, where are you, you sketchy little beesh? All right. It says The Skinny. So this is McCormick. Larison's. Is that the pizza place that I was hearing about? McCormick comes from an education background, red flag number 1, and was a Republican until flipping parties at the end of her term as state school superintendent, red flag number 2. But the Indiana GOP has considered her a Democrat since 2020, red flag number 3. When she started to endorse a slew of Democrat candidates, including opponents to House Speaker Todd Hudson and Holcomb, she entered the race criticizing the state's Republican supermajority divisive politics, particularly when it comes to schools, where debates have centered around LGBTQ, HD, blah, 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 issues and parental rights. Okay, here's parental rights. Parents should have a say in everything because they're the parents, unless they're on like meth or something, obviously. And even then, still the parent. The state should never get to just tell you what you have to tell your kids. She views these debates as a distraction from other common sense issues. I hate when people say common sense issue. Here's the common sense issue for you idiots. Let's not let people cross our border openly. Like, what the hell? Nope, it's Hamburg joints. A lot of history. All right, but Larison's is good. Good to know. Issues like ensuring quality public education and supporting rural communities, but she faces stiff odds. Indiana has not had a Democratic governor in 20 years. Good. Let's hope that doesn't change. And I don't think it will. There are a lot of Democrats in Indiana, though. It's very surprising to me how many that I've come across. It's wild. I'm like, man, that doesn't seem right. Especially when you get into like the small hippie towns. It's always those old hippies. No offense if you're an old hippie. Some are cool, but my dad's an old hippie and he loves Trump. But most of them, and what the weirdest thing is like, you guys are all against Vietnam and Vietnam War, and then you're voting for the party that is like all about starting wars now. And I think it's more of like a uniparty thing since the Republicans have switched over to Trump MAGA and he's like completely against war. Now the Democrats, since they're part of the uniparty, have to be like, yeah, war's good. Wars, we like people dying, bunch of fools. But the people that are voting for him are even more foolish. Absolutely wild to me. Absolutely wild. I'm going to stand here for 5 more minutes, guys, and I'm going to get downstairs and hang out with the wife. We got a ton of Dems in Hamilton County. They've drifted from Marion County. Yeah, there's they're kind of getting everywhere. They're like a parasite. They have to they drift everywhere, don't they? And I just don't understand it. I've met a few in my community, and I'm just like, okay, why do you live in Indiana? Like, you've moved here from like California. What the hell are you doing in Indiana? What are you even doing here? It doesn't make sense to me. I am not over 60. I'm in my 30s. I think most people left, David. Yes, exactly. You nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. No, you're right. That's exactly what they're doing is they're getting involved in the schools. And pretty sure Trump said he's going to get rid of the Board of Education, which is the best idea ever. I think everybody needs to homeschool if it were possible. I know it's not possible for everybody. But yeah, they are getting, even our small community is into the whole LGBTQ stuff at school. And I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? Like, these are a bunch of like good old boys, and they're still finding ways to bring the LGBTQ stuff into schools. Everybody, it's absolute nonsense. And that's how you indoctrinate a new generation. You get into the schools, you teach them when they're really, really young. There's this documentary I was listening to. You should check it out if you get the time. It's on BitChute. It's called Europa, The Last Battle. And that's like Europe with an A at the end. Europa. I see way too much DEI in the corporate world. We need to kick it into curb. My insurance company called me the other day and they wanted me to update my profile, and they were asking me, so what do you identify as? I said, what do you mean what do I identify as? Like, I was born with a penis. So that's what I identify as because that's what I am. I am a man. Couldn't change it if I wanted to. I could dress up like a girl. I could get boobs, but I'd still be a dude. Absolutely wild. Yeah, the DEI stuff I think is dying too. Didn't Google just drop all of that nonsense? That's what I mean. We're making cultural wins. Oh, don't announce your pronouns. Just, I know it's your job. It's your job. I would tell them that I'm uncomfortable announcing my pronouns. That's what I would have to say. I'm very uncomfortable with this. I'm not going to do that. You could figure it out. But if you call me the wrong one, I'm going to pull the IRS little trick on you. If you call me the wrong one, I'm going to tell HR. People just call you by your name at that point. No, I wouldn't do it. There's no way I could work in the corporate world. I'm so happy that I work for myself. I actually have an employee who goes by they, them. And I simply told her, I said, I am going to call you by your name. And, it was super cool. Like, hey, okay, that is. And we've had some crazy interesting conversations. While we're at work. Mine is F you. And trying to get to the bottom of it it hasn't happened. I haven't, but I'd have to say that like not all of these people are bad or out of their mind. I'd say they're all out of their mind, but they're not all bad. But it doesn't make any sense why I would have to conform to something you're asking me to conform to. Like, what if I asked you to call me Prince Henry? I could call me a prince, like call me king. Like, dude, what? I identify as king. How stupid does that sound? And that's about as dumb as well. Thank you for your service, David. I've never served, but I mean that genuinely. I've watched those videos on Twitter of real life combat. the real life combat going on in Russia and Ukraine, and that is not something that I ever want to have to experience. I do think that there's a possibility a lot of people are going to experience some insane stuff going on in the next so many years with the world, the country going the way that the country's going. Yeah, thank you, David. Seriously, sincerely. That's anybody that one of my best friends served over in Iraq, and he came back a very different person. I'll just say that, and he's still a great, awesome guy. But it is sad to kind of see the spark he lost, a little bit of that. Yeah, World War III could be around the corner for sure. And another thing that could be around the corner is just civil conflict, civil war. I could see it happening. I don't want it to happen, but I can see it happening for sure with the way things are going. I mean, but that's the thing that really irks my nerves even more is that's what these government officials, I think they want, because there's no other way that you could do the things that you're doing and not have some sort of maniacal plan for the people to suddenly start doing civil conflict kind of things and then take away guns under martial law or something. And that might be a little conspiracy theory brain, but it's really not that far off. It's not that far off. Yeah, we've been getting our stuff completely ready. We got we've been homesteading for like a little bit, a decent while now. We've just been getting ready for anything that happens because, well, you want to be prepared. You want to be prepared for whatever could be around the corner. But hey, guys, I really appreciate all of you. I'm going to hop out of here. The kids are asleep. That's why I'm kind of getting a little quieter. And I'm going to go spend time with my wife. People have been attacked for not agreeing. John B. Wells' intelligence briefing is on tonight. Is there anything we could do to help you make your Seymour inquiries? Yeah. I have an email address attached to my profile. If you could send me contacts of people that would be willing to talk, that would be fantastic. Some people would be willing to give me their personal opinion on what's going on. And especially people that might have some sort of pull in the community, whether it be a sheriff, whether it be a business owner, whether it be, and I don't care if they're on the left or the right side. Like, I'd really like to talk to everybody just to get like a balanced idea of what's going on over in Seymour. This is going to be like a documentary style kind of thing. So yeah, hit that like button. I'm only on YouTube and Telegram. Hey, David, that's where we can talk. Telegram. I'll link I'm going to send you my Telegram. I'll send you all my Telegram. I'll put it in my bio as well, so we can all chat a little bit more on a more regular basis while I'm working on making videos. But yeah, if there's anybody you think I should talk to in the community, email it to me. That would be fantastic. That would be great. I'd really appreciate that. Other than that, I'm going to drive around and just see what happens. I don't know. I've never done this before. It's completely new to me. I just decided I'm going to take a day off work next week once some things get wrapped up, and I'm going to skirt on over there and see what it's like. So, and I'm going to check out the Walmart because they told me it's Little Mexico. So I guess I'll get ready to go get myself a couple tamales. Cool. Guys, I'm going to head out of here and go spend some time with my wife. But thank you for checking out my videos. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing and just being a part of this. This is fun. This is awesome. And yeah, Caravan to Midnight. Yes, David is talking about John B. Wells. This guy is, I checked out some of his videos. He has an intelligence briefing is on tonight. So maybe if you guys want something else to do, go check out John B. Wells on YouTube. He's a pretty interesting dude for sure. But all right, everybody, thank you. Give us a like. That'd be cool. All right, I'm out.